By Amanda Finnegan. September 11th, survivors fleeing, covered in debris. First responders hoisting the American flag over rubble. The New York skyline filled with ash, its two twin towers newly missing. 17 years after the September 11 terrorist attacks, these are the images that are still etched in Americans' minds. Nearly 3,000 people died on September 11, 2001, making it the deadliest terrorist attack on youth. As soil. Remembrance ceremonies will mark the anniversary across the country on Tuesday, including the site of the crashes in New York, Washington, and Pennsylvania. President Trump and First Lady Melania Trump will attend a remembrance in Shanksville, PA. As President George W. Bush said in his November 2001 address to the United Nations, time is passing. Yet, for the United States of America, there will be no forgetting September the 11th. A jet airliner is lined up on one of the World Trade Center towers in New York on Tuesday, September 11, 2001. Carmen Taylor KHBS Cog TV, via AP, F-16 pilot was ready to give her life on September 11. A person falls from the burning North Tower of New York's World Trade Center after it was hit by a hijacked jetliner. Richard Drew AP, U.S. Customs volunteer firefighter Michael Saber drinks water from a fire hydrant in the rubble of the World Trade Center towers. Yoni Brook for The Washington Post. 3 firefighters who responded to Ground Zero died on this same day. They all suffered from cancer. President Bush's chief of staff Andy Card whispers into the ear of the president to give him word of the plane crashes into the World Trade Center during a visit to the MIA. Booker Elementary School in Sarasota, Florida, Tuesday, September 11, 2001. AP photo. Doug Mills, a woman covered in dust takes refuge in an office building after the top of one of the World Trade Center towers collapsed. The woman was caught outside on the street as the cloud of smoke and dust enveloped the area. Stan Hondo Agence France Press. 9/11's Dust Lady Marcy Borders, featured in a haunting photo, has died of cancer. Vice President Richard B. Cheney, right, speaks to President George W. Bush by phone inside the Operations Center at the White House's staff members, including Presidential Counselor Karen Hughes, left, and National Security Advisor Condoleezza Rice, center, look on. David Bower AP, listen to the story about Heather Penny, an F-16 fighter pilot whose mission was to bring down the 4th hijacked plane on 9/11. For more forgotten stories from history, subscribe, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Echo, Google Home, and more. Brooklyn firefighters George Johnson, left, Dan McWilliams, center, and Billy Sengrain raise a flag at the World Trade Center in New York. The photo has appeared on t-shirts, buttons, and Christmas ornaments. It hangs at firehouses across the nation. A mural of it was painted on the walls of a Louisiana prison, and copies were left as a calling card in Afghanistan by U.S. Commandos. Thomas E. Franklin AP, the iconic 9/11's flag that disappeared 15 years ago has been found, nearly 3,000 miles away. 2 boys adjust a poster placed on a wall at Bellevue Hospital in New York, where families came to speak with officials about identifying their loved ones, dead or alive. Yoni Brook for The Washington Post. New York Mayor Rudolph W. Giuliani, left, and President George W. Bush looked toward the fallen buildings during a tour of the World Trade Center in this September.